Mistress Claressa Shields is the most delusional person on the planet and has the audacity to call the wife Remy Ma a clout chaser, you guys. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Claressa Shields. Surprise, surprise. AKA Pap's Mistress. AKA Pap's Entanglement. AKA Pap's Pick Me. AKA Pap's Side Chick. Or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. Claressa strikes once again. Who is the ultimate mistress, is the most delusional person on the planet. Really is so easily manipulated by Pap's lies, right? She's desperately trying to save face on the internet. She threw a little shots on the Facebook and also threw a shot on the Twitter/X. And I told y'all, anytime Claressa comes back with some foolishness referring to Pap as her hubby, knowing daggone well there is no divorce in sight with Pap and Remy, as long as he is trying to ask for half of Remy's earnings, half of Remy's net worth, absolutely not. I'm going to continue to be posting these wedding photos and vow renewal photos, so Claressa is fully aware of who really is the husband and wife in the situation, because you yourself told us in that interview, you know what I'm saying, that if you're going to do this, if you're going to do that, if you're going to say that that's, so-and-so's husband, you got to say that, that that's the wife too. As if that's not what we've been saying this whole time. Where is Hooked on Phonics, y'all? Where is Hooked on Phonics? Because it's really the audacity of it all, right? So, ultimately, to kind of just give y'all a quick refresher, because I'm not going to assume that y'all been here in all the videos. Here's what happened yesterday. Remy performed Why You Effin' Lying, and she said Pap's name when she got to, you know what I'm saying? You're saying you were a ghostwriter. You didn't ghostwrite. You didn't ghostwrite. Shh. You know what I'm saying? And said Pap's name. Remy is done. Remy is over this because she's expecting to be single as a Pringle right now, and Pap is playing games. Pap is messing things up because he is too insecure and too broke to let go of his A-list wife. And Claressa, you can do all this nonsense on the internet, but guess what? Pap does not want to let his wife go. So, also, in addition to that, before she got into Why You Effin' Lying, Remy said this.
Surfing niggas waiting that they wrote those hits. When they whole career, they never go some shit. Not for me or anybody else. You always acting like you help a Pat, nigga. Surfing niggas waiting that they wrote those hits. When they whole career, they never go some shit. Not for me or anybody else. You always acting like you help a Pat, nigga. You gotta know what your problem is. I don't really brag enough, but you're...
Listen. You brought it up, bro. To further clarify, I be single when niggas stop asking for half, but that's between me and y'all. Come on. You not getting half a shit, nigga.
Get me on the beat, so it's a banger.
Yeah. Big Bronx. Nigga, it's reminisce. Ram, watch how you talk to me. I'm a mogul.
So everybody is gagged on the internet, you know what I'm saying, as Remy is doing this live performance yesterday. We have Claressa that wanted to announce the Mistresses Convention, the Mistresses Collaboration, the Mistresses, you know what I'm saying, banding together and sticking together by announcing after this that, Lotto was going to be doing the ring walk with Claressa. And my question is, does Lotto know herself that she's doing this ring walk? Because I have not seen any posts or reposts or tweets from Lotto that indicates that this is actually happening. Does Lotto know, or is she embarrassed? Because I believe she follows Remy Ma. I believe she follows Remy Ma, you guys. So does Lotto know? Is she aware that she's doing this ring walk? Because for all intents and purposes, she ain't want y'all to know that this was going to be happening. It's giving desperate times for desperate measures, because nobody bought that album, Lotto. That album is nowhere to be found on the Billboard charts. It is your worst charting album, I believe. It's the fastest album of yours that came and went. And I thought you told us you were retired, and you got to get paid $1 million per performance. I mean, times are hard, right? So what has happened as well is Claressa always has to respond to all things Remy, because she's obsessed with Pap's wife. She is in a one-sided competition, a one-sided beef with Pap's wife. And this is why you stay out of married people's business. But Claressa, none of that matters to her, which is why she said this. So, first of all, a couple of days ago, this is, I think, in regards still to that interview with Miss Shanika and Young Jock and all the things. She said that she's exposing the truth from now on, not letting witches with a B off the hook no more, and all this and all that. I think that was also shade to the interviewer, right? Then, after yesterday, you know what I'm saying, when Remy exposed that ultimately Pap is asking for half, and she's never going to be single until Pap, you know what I'm saying, comes to his senses. So Claressa then on the Facebook says, "Aw, hubby watching his wife prepare with fingers crossed devil emoji. Except for, if that's a real-time photo, does Pap look happy right now? Does he look like he's excited right now? He looks like a man who is humiliated once again by his wife. A man who is exposed once again by his wife, and dreading the fact that he fumbled his wife and has to slum it up with the likes of Claressa Shields." And you know what I'm saying? Because that's, as what Remy says, as what his wife would say, is his current come up. So why would he leave his current come up alone? But that doesn't look to me like a happy man, like a married man that's getting the best of both worlds. That looks like to me a man who has no other place to go. So also, at the time I'm recording this video, about 20 some odd minutes ago or so, at the time that I'm recording this video, Claressa wanted to get Buck on the Twitter/X and say, "Ha, another clout chaser," with laughing emojis. And again, Claressa, this is how you can tell there is nobody around Claressa, no friends, no family, not even that married man, nobody on the team to tell Claressa Shields to shut up when it comes to Remy Ma. No, nobody's around to tell her, not even the man who is still legally married to Remy Ma, that you don't want this smoke, that you don't want this action, that this is going to reflect bad on me, that it's not just going to be you out here, it's going to be me out here too. I'm going to lose what little good, favor I have left with the public. Remy could expose anything. She can expose my checking account that has a negative balance. You know what I'm saying? She can expose the fact that I've not seen the golden child in however long. She can expose so much more of how long I was cheating, how long I was playing in her face, the real timeline of how long we've been together. Shut it up. Shut it down. But Claressa sees everything as a competition. She sees everything as a boxing match. She can't separate what's really happening in real life, in real time, in reality, from focusing on when she is boxing, that is work. That is work, and that is something that she's trained in, and that is something that she does for a living. She can't separate the two. She's applied boxing matches to every aspect of her life. So if you are not praising Claressa Shields or sucking up to Claressa Shields, you're an op. You're somebody she wants to punch, you know what I'm saying, figuratively in the ring, but literally that's why she makes the threats that she does, that she wants to hit you outside of the ring. Which is why she slapped Alicia Baumgartner, which is why she pushed Franchon Cruz in heels all this year. All this year. Claressa wants to see herself and Pap as a winner. She wants to see the fact that she's in the blogs every day for nonsense, that she has won the prize of Broke Fi Broke Pap. That she has won the prize of a man who is not doing his fatherly duties and his fatherly responsibilities, that Fat Joe sees the golden child more than Pap does. And calling this man your hubby, knowing daggone well that is legally never going to happen. You can't be calling his other children your stepchildren, and legally you know that's never going to happen. You can't be calling his mom mother-in-law when legally you know that is never going to happen anytime soon. And really, it exposes you too, Claressa. It exposes that you are willing to go broke for a married man because you think that this man is incredible. You think that Remy is pressed that you're with this man. Remy wants nothing to do with this man. Remy wants to be legally divorced from this man, and he's not getting SHIT from her. And you seem to think that this is a flex. You seem to think that this is a clout chasing position. But I would not be trying to mess with anybody that, you know what I'm saying, that could pow pow at any time. Anytime it could be go time. I wouldn't be trying to mess with that. But you think that everything is a battle. You think everything is a back and forth situation. The Remy that I saw yesterday, in her performances yesterday, she's pissed. She's done. And she's ready to unload whatever needs to be unloaded. She's ready to drop whatever receipts need to be dropped. She's ready to release more text messages, emails, correspondence, lack of court documents, or withdrawn divorce paperwork, or whatever needs to be done, because y'all have been lying out here for the past couple of years. And because nobody is interested in your upcoming fight, nobody's buying tickets. All of these other stunts and shows have failed trying to have a Zeus Network undercard. You have to go back to the default, which is trying to promote this nonsense with a married man for clicks and views and clout. So it's really the audacity of the clout chaser herself, in Claressa Shields, calling someone else a clout chaser. See, the difference is Remy was at her job. You know what I'm saying? Remy was at work yesterday. But she was also letting y'all know a little bit of tea. That Pap ain't who y'all think he is. But Claressa's in the land of Delulu. She still thinks that she is with the Pap that was presented to us from Love and Hip Hop. She doesn't realize that she's with the scammer. She doesn't realize that she is with the fraud, that she is with, you know what I'm saying, somebody who played in Remy's face and pretended like he was about something, pretended like he had something, pretended that he was going to make something of himself. Whole time he was leeching off of Remy. First trying to be her manager, taking a percentage. Also while she was in jail, taking her royalties, passing it off as his own, allegedly tricking on other women and buying properties that Remy never saw or heard of, which is why Remy had to allegedly come out of jail and beating people up on Thanksgiving instead of eating some yams, some turkey, some dressing, you know what I'm saying, some ham, and all of the things. This is multiple decades that Remy has dealt with this man. You're only in this, Claressa, for only so many years. But Remy's got decades on you dealing with this nigga. And you really have the audacity to try to taunt Remy Ma on the internet? Y'all gonna learn one day to leave the wife alone. Y'all gonna learn one day to stop messing with the wife, stop underestimating the wife, stop playing in the wife's face, stop believing all the sob stories that the husband is telling you about the wife. That's how y'all get locked in the first place, is the husband lying just to lie about his wife. That's how you get in. Because he presents it as though it's all Remy. Remy's doing this, Remy's doing that. But it's really crazy to me, considering, Claressa, you are obsessed with Remy. And you wanted to be this lady's friend. You were calling her your sis, all the things. You were all in the mix as far as trying to get styling tips, fashion tips, all the things from Remy, all while plotting on her husband. So you to call anybody a clout chaser is really rich, because all you do is clout chase off of these celebrities, off of these other female boxers. You clout chase off of everyone. You pretend to befriend all of them. You take from them whatever you feel you need to advance yourself, and then you dispose of them and discard of them as if they are trash, as if they are nothing. And then you get on the internet when you get exposed and want to play victim and want to act like, you know what I'm saying, that this is just out of nowhere. That everybody's just attacking you. Everybody's just paid bots and paid blogs and all of this and all of that. And it's crazy to me. It is absolutely crazy to me. But you have nobody to blame but yourself. Nobody to blame but yourself. But you need to be showing Pap's wife some respect. You need to show the wife some respect, because here, see what's going to happen? Remy knows where all the bodies are buried. Remy knows all of Pap's tea. And the more you keep doing this taunting mess, Claressa, Remy's going to keep releasing more information and exposing more information of how you are really taking care of a bum out here and looking crazy doing it. And ruining your career for a married man who does not want to let go of his wife, because he wants half of her earnings, which to me is broke behavior. Because basically what Pap is saying, he's not making enough money with you. You're not giving him enough shmoney to not ask for half from Remy. And he's not man enough himself to get a real job that makes enough shmoney to start over and rebuild on his own. That it has to be through Remy's finances or else. He's basically saying Remy is richer than you. He's basically saying that you are broke, Claressa, compared to Remy. And Remy's got the shmoney. Remy is money bags. Remy's got all the dough. So that is why he's not going to have a divorce happen. That's why he didn't want to sign in the first place. He didn't file for divorce because of you. He did that performative filing because of the back and forth he was having with Remy. And wanted to be on some petty wop. But he knew he was not going to move forward with no divorce proceedings. And then when pressed, had the audacity to ask for half. Had the audacity to ask for half, and Remy said H-double-L no. So anyways, you guys, that is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor and do y'all biggest one, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There is that. That is it. That is all. It's todo es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.